Hey everyone, I'm Jamie McGlue. I'm an independent candidate for election in Dublin Bay North. But what's more important than this is that tonight at midnight is the deadline for registering to vote. So, in many parts of the world, the incompetent and or corrupt people just do what they want and people can't vote them out because the elections are fake or there are no elections. In Ireland, as far as we know, actually it works, and the only thing keeping these incompetent and corrupt people, there's definitely a mix of these people in power, which explains the last 5 years and beyond. They stay in power because, a bunch of people are, naive and, oh, give them a chance again, or they're brainwashed, like, no, no, it's good what they're doing, or they're indifferent and apathetic and they think they're too cool to vote. So think about this. The people in power who, let's say people who are nefarious, they just want to milk the system. They don't want to help, poor people. They don't want to actually be just and fair, and they don't want to help Ireland, whatever. They just got their own games they're playing, whatever, ideology or self-interest. These people do not want you voting. So, it's not like you're opting out of the system by not registering and voting. Like, actually, you're doing exactly what they want. So whether out of a healthy sense of rebellion or just out of a kind of a sense of duty, like, and even self-interest, like we can have a much better life. You can have a lot fewer problems if we get the government even slightly more on track. So I really think we all should really just register to vote. It's a very low-hanging fruit thing, and it can definitely improve your life a lot. And at least you've tried. So I th think in this election, we don't know exactly what people are thinking. Some people are all, uh, you know, kind of assuming the worst and thinking it's all going to be, there's no hope. It's like, well, why? Where do we, there's sometimes in Ireland, it seems like there's a bit of a doom and gloom mindset, which I would have theories about where it came from way back in history. But, um, we don't know. There's so many people who do stick their heads out, they get demonized for having a different opinion. So I think there's a good chance that there's a huge number of Irish people who are really like, yeah, this is crazy. We need to get rid of this government and its supporters, its backers, um, who are not talking about this too openly because they don't want to lose their friends, they don't want to lose their job, they don't want to look or have an awkward situation. So there is hope, and we should try. You never know. Maybe we'll succeed. Let's see how we go. So I'm going to quickly walk through, if you're in Dublin, how to register. Very simple. If you're anywhere except Dublin, you go to checktheregister.ie. That's where you can register to vote. If you are in Dublin, you go to voter.ie. So let's go there. Um, VOTER, or if you will, .ie. So voter.ie, boom, here we are. You can type now if you want to know where to go for voting day, or you need your little poll number, you can go here, put in your name, your address. It'll give you your polling number. So, like it's like 2 letters and 4 digits. But if you want to register, you click here, boom. If you want to edit your details, so maybe you've moved into a different area. Okay, so make sure you are voting, in this area where you are. And so, yeah, you can update that here, find yourself and then edit the details. Let's go register. So you can register with MyGov ID, but that seems a little complicated. Probably simple enough actually. But you can take the other option here. If your PPS number or your air code, no, and air code, and you're over 18. So register online, put in your name, your date of birth, your favorite Star Wars character. Actually, no, that's not here. Sorry, I made that up. But you put these things here and you pop your proof of citizenship. So say, ideally, I guess a scan of your passport, or birth certificate, or else a photograph should do the trick. So that's it, and you're good. If you're outside of London, then it'd be check the register.ie. And you get here, and same thing, check your details, apply online to register. So I think it's really in our interests to actually get this government back under control. We don't need to get them all out of government. We just need to have a big enough change where they all get spooked and they go, "Ooh, this is becoming mainstream. In the next election, it's going to be even more socially acceptable, and even more people are going to be thinking like, yeah, well, why did so many people vote, differently?" They're going to read the writing on the wall, and for self-preservation, the parties are going to adjust. And also, just in pure votes, if we can prevent them building a coalition where they've got a total majority, they need to negotiate, and they can't be so extreme. Now, you can check my other videos for why I would say they are so extreme, but basically, in a nutshell, triple F, they should be defending free speech, fair borders, full sovereignty. So the decisions that affect Ireland should be made in Ireland. You can't let the whole world into a tiny island. No other part of the world would accept that. It's not normal, it's not natural, it's not fair. And free speech, like to solve any of our problems within a family, within your own head, with yourself, or in a community or in a country, you need to be able to talk. And you can't say, hey, let's go kill that guy. Okay, now that's violence, basically, right? You're like inciting violence. And that's only acceptable in self-defense. Hey, that guy's killing us. Let's go kill him. Okay, then. So violence is only acceptable in as self-defense. And you could say individually or as a family or as a nation, whatever. But otherwise, so you can, apart from inciting violence, you can say whatever you want because that's the only way that we can solve our problems. We need to figure out what's going on. And that's what democracy is all about, isn't it? Did we forget? So that would be, there's many other things they're doing, sexualization of children, all other kinds of mad things. But that would be a few things. And think about the COVID, just attacks on civil liberties, right? Not just free speech, but in general, all these rights. So it's really important we get this government out. We bring in a bunch of independents. You can look at my other videos. I'll be putting it stuff about who I would recommend voting for. But basically, think about the triple F thing, and you can go triple F.Irish, fff.irish to see more about that. So I'm Jamie McGlue, independent candidate for Dublin Bay North. Go register. You have until 11:59 p.m. today. So do it. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a revolution. Peace and glory to Ireland and to the world. Here comes the new consciousness. Let's go.